Okay, so we're going to go to the very front page of the Reynolds Library website. It's library.reynolds.edu, and you can see there's this search bar here, and basically what this does is search anything that the Reynolds Library either has or has access to. So we're talking about books, articles, movies, anything at all. So let's just start there and kind of see what we get. So again, I'm going to type in Gabriel's Rebellion and hit search, see what we come up with. Well, what we come up with is 19,000 things. Clearly, that is an overwhelming amount of information. So what we want to do is try to figure out, okay, well, what do we have? And then what do we need to sift through? So as we go through here, you can kind of see, okay, we've got a lot of these different returns. We've got 10 per page. One of the things that I want to point out is up here, you got the different types of things that we found. So books and media, things that are available online, and then what are called peer-reviewed articles. And basically these are considered scholarly articles, and we'll talk more about that soon. But let's just kind of take a look at what we have. This is, again, where all this stuff is coming from. Let's take a look here. This is actually a book. This is a book at the Reynolds Library, and it's called Whispers of Rebellion, narrating Gabriel's conspiracy. Well, first of all, we've got a couple different things. So we could go check out this book, and the writer of the proposal did, so that's included in his proposal. But what I want to do right now is actually to check out a couple different things. So one of the things that we know is there's a guy named Michael Nichols who is writing about this. So that's something to know. I want to go over here to my notes that I'm keeping, and I want to write down Michael Nichols. I think that's how you spell his name. So that's somebody that we can kind of, rather than searching for Gabriel's Rebellion, maybe we could see what else he's written. Okay, let's go back to the library website and go back to our results. So we've got something from the Journal of Media and Communications. A lot of this stuff doesn't seem to be directly applicable to our research project. So maybe what we want to do is think about how to change our search terms. So let's, rather than rebellion, let's try conspiracy. Okay, so that's going to give us a different set of results, smaller one, which is good. So we've got, hey, look, here's another book, Gabriel's Conspiracy. Whispers of Rebellion, narrating Gabriel's Conspiracy. So this is, let's check this out, because this is something that you guys want to be aware of as we go through. Oh, I'm going to sign back in, so let's do that. But one of the things that I want you guys to be aware of is that this is from an academic journal, the Journal of Interdisciplinary History, right here. So it's fairly recent for academic stuff, 2013. But you'll notice the entire thing is 3 paragraphs. So what we've got here is actually a book review of the book that we looked at. So here's the guy, here's our book that we just looked at. A guy named Walter C. Rucker has written a review for this journal. So this probably isn't very useful to us because we're not interested in a review of the book. We actually want the sources. Okay, now we're back to our second search, the Gabriel's Conspiracy search. What I want to do is I want to try to get rid of those book reviews because those really aren't helpful to us. So if we go back over here to the left side under resource type, if we go to refine search, click that, that brings up a box where you can either include and exclude certain types of resources. So what I want to do is I want to exclude reviews and newspaper articles. And actually, let's keep newspaper articles. We'll just get those reviews out of there. So let's click continue. And what that's going to do is it's going to get all of these book reviews out of there. And what we have instead are books. We've got a dissertation here. So we have a lot of really valuable stuff. Now, not all of it is directly applicable to Gabriel's rebellion, but what we have is we know that we're looking at quality sources, so we can kind of go through the different pages here and look at those. So one of the things I want to go to is I want to look just for scholarly articles. So over here at resource type again, what I'm going to do is just click on articles. It's just going to give me 400 or 745. And you can see, hey, look, here's our guy, Doug Egerton. He's written this scholarly article. We've also got some other things that that may or may not be applicable. So we can kind of go and look around there. But again, using the Reynolds library database or library search is a good way to find books, articles, videos, anything like that. So it's a little bit more useful than Google once you know what you're looking for.